Even my dreams are so
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking...
All right, then.
Christina, have you been examined?
I don't like doctor.
Considering your line...
If it is going to happen, it will...
You can put your own life...
And you think that would work?
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Many people must deal with poverty, but not all choose to sell their bodies. That was your decision.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what, or when you were going to eat?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of you.
pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on. Fancy bar.
You never... What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not...
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of...
What troubles him exactly? Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he?
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Right then. Show me what you...
People are talking. Hey.
Goodbye.
All your problems, as long as you have the money. When science fails you,
Good evening,
this
Ben.
elixir will give
Can
you...
I...
I'm afraid...
A gun?
all your problems, as long as you have... Good evening.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. I cannot enter.
Wet boots will be proud of me.
Are you all right?
The bastard at the wall next to me.
If you've been hurt,
Name's Albert.
what happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young. How are you, boy?
I'm not...
Goodbye, young man.
The wet...
How are you?
I'm not your...
Goodbye, young man.